and welcome back to another plan with me. Today's video is going to be a March plan with me. You guys really love these videos. I love making them, so I'm going to keep them around for a little bit. Today's video is going to be sponsored by Keen. Keen is a platform that pairs you with psychics and you can have a psychic reading. So something that you can do before you're planning for the month is kind of get a perspective based on where you are in life. Keen is one of the most affordable ways you can get psychic readings. They are available 24/7. They have instant readings. You can literally go onto the website, fill out a questionnaire, and they pair you with the correct psychic based on what your needs are. They have psychics for relationships, love interests, your careers, your path, all that kind of stuff. They have so many different options. They have Spanish readers, tarot card readers, astrologists, all the above. I have used this service multiple times throughout my videos. If you guys watched any of my Vlogmas videos, you can go ahead and actually watch myself get a reading. I loved every single psychic that I've worked with. They definitely helped me kind of just establish where I'm going and where I want to start heading. Kind of like talking to a therapist for me personally. All you have to do to get started with Keen is click on the link in my description box. They're actually giving you guys your first 3 minutes free. Just fill out the questionnaire and then you can pick from all the different matches that they pair you with. I will leave the 2 psychics that I use down below. They are amazing. They are available 24/7, so you can literally be in the middle of the night and you want a psychic reading. Log on to Keen and you will be paired and matched with a psychic that is available. So they are a really great service. I have gotten so many different new perspectives from using Keen. You know, relationships, my career, definitely a really good way to kind of refresh your mindset and get a new perspective on your life, as well as figuring out a path or a way to start directing your life. I think it's really, really beneficial and fun. Go ahead and click on the link in my description box, and thank you again for sponsoring this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started into the plan with me. The first step that I'm going to be doing for this March is going to be reflection. Going to be doing the 6-minute diary questionnaire. If you guys watch any of my plan with me's, you know how much I love my 6-minute diary, and I like to answer some of the questions in it to get a new perspective and kind of reflect on, I don't know, where I'm at mentally. They have 5 different questions here. So the first question is, I say life, you say blank. Don't think, just write down your first words that cross your mind. You may be surprised by what you can learn about yourself when you let your intuition guide you. So the 7 words are life, humor, fear, love, sadness, honesty, and future. And then the second question says, why did you choose the profession you're pursuing? Are you doing what you truly want to do? The third question is, at what age were you the happiest so far? What was and is so special about that time? And when was the last time you lied to somebody, and why was that? In which area of your life are you lying to yourself? And then the last one is, if you could witness any event in the past or in the future, what would it be? Those are always super fun. I'm gonna go ahead and answer those and share my responses when I'm done. So I went ahead and answered the questions. The first one, I just went ahead and wrote down anything that popped into my mind. I didn't think, I just wrote down. So for life, the 2 words that I wrote down were experience and connection. Humor, I wrote down friends and family. Fear, I wrote down growth. Love, I wrote down bond. Sadness, I wrote down loss. Honesty, I wrote down true. And future, I wrote down success. So for question number 2, why I chose my profession, I was inspired by others and I liked the lifestyle. So I used to watch YouTube a lot and I was super inspired by the people that I watched. And I wanted to make other people feel like how they made me feel. But I also really liked the lifestyle of it. I felt like it was super creative. Are you doing what you truly want? I wrote down yes. I work for myself. I'm happy, creative, and make a decent amount of money. I also connect and help others. I feel like the 2 words that really sum up my channel is inspiration and motivation, which I love. The fact that I'm able to give that is incredible to me, so I wouldn't change it for the world. The next question, what age I was the happiest? I didn't write down an age, but I wrote down a year, and that was 2012, so I was 18. I really just had a lot of different change in that year. I don't know why it always sticks out to me, and I think it's because I like graduated from high school, I went to Paris, I made new friends, went to college. Everything was a new experience. I was kind of living a life new to me, and everything that I was doing was so new and different and exciting. I was growing a lot. I had a lot of new friendships. I was out of my comfort zone. I moved away from home. I fell in love. Just so many different things from that year that really just make that year my year. I feel like I always try to live up to that year. I don't think anything will compare to everything that I went through for that year. So when was the last time you lied to someone? I'm actually going to keep this one private because it's a little bit personal and I'm not ready to share it. And then the next one is, if you can witness any event in the past or future, what would it be? And it would be to meet my grandpa on my dad's side. Everyone tells me how incredibly nice he was, like how respectful he was, and he was like just the most friendly man. I never got to meet him, so I would just love the opportunity to meet him and kind of see what everyone talks about so positively about him for. So those were my reflection questions. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. The next step that I have is to do expenses and money related stuff. So the first thing that I usually do is go through my budget. I kind of explained this in the last plan with me, so I won't go too in depth for it, but I basically do all of my expenses and all of my income. But something that I'm going to do differently this month is go through all of my expenses. So I recently purchased like a little organizer, and I put in all of the different months here. And what I've been trying to do is put in all of my receipts. I usually throw my receipts away, but this year I'm trying to keep them, just, I don't know, so I can write them off for my taxes, because I still don't really know how taxes work with YouTube yet, but I'm gonna try to figure that out this year. That's one of my goals. So I've just been keeping my receipts, and what I'm gonna do now is kind of decipher between the expenses that I have for personal versus things that I used for my channel, and if I can write that off. So I now will kind of differentiate my personal expenses versus my YouTube expenses. So I'm gonna have to go through like all of my receipts and see what I used. I also am gonna be doing my budget. How much money did I save or spend? And then I'm also gonna be paying off my 2 credit cards. So I have 2 credit cards I pay off completely, like full, every single month, so that I can keep my credit up and running. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that next.
I am here in the middle of nowhere. There is no there, it is cold there, but I am safe and I am warm. Although it's hard, I know I gotta keep up. No time to lay, to drift away. I find my space, I spend my time down the rabbit hole again. And as I fall, I can feel the pain. You can't tell me where to go, so I don't know, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go.
Finished up my budget. I went ahead and plugged all the numbers in. I paid my credit card off. I paid my rent. I also refined my budget, which is something I didn't talk about last plan with me, but it's basically for March, I go ahead and plug in different numbers for my budget, kind of like set up what I'm planning to spend. So I'll look back at like February and tweak what I overspent on versus things that I underspent. Do I want to keep overspending? Like, is that a common thread? And if so, I need to tweak my budget. For example, like groceries, I am constantly overspending, which means I need to tweak my number to be a little bit higher for groceries, and maybe take away from something that I'm not really spending my threshold on, if that makes any sense. Another thing that I did was see how much I saved over $2,000 this month, which is amazing. that's really cool for me. I'm gonna save it up for probably like a house. I'm in the process of saving up some money. It is only February 25th right now, so I am not planning on spending any money, but if I did, I can always go back and tweak it. But I do have a bill that is coming in as well as a check that's coming in, so I went ahead and averaged out kind of how much I'd be saving. I don't have an exact number, but it's going to be around $2,100, which is amazing. I'm so stoked. I'm doing really good in the saving aspect. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my budget and money related planning. Next thing that I'm going to do is plan out my intentions or things that I want to get done for this month. I'm going to write it on a post-it note, which I always do, so I can have it out in front of me. As for last week's bucket list, I went ahead and knocked out a few. I mean, the blog, I did my research for the blog, so technically I feel like I did that one. I guess this month what I want to accomplish is actually get a website up and going, so I'm gonna go ahead and write that down for March. Also, I redecorated, like I had a redecoration plan, so I did that, and then I went ahead and bought a journal, which I've actually been doing, and it's been very therapeutic for me. I did not get a PO box, I keep forgetting. I did get out more, and I didn't do a 5K. So the two things that are like kind of the most important right now are my blog and also getting a PO box. So those are the two things that I kind of want to set up for this month. Here are the things that are like my main priority for March. I can obviously add more as they come, but for right now, these are pretty much the two that I have. And then my intentions for the month are going to be health and wellness. I've been really into all things health, like taking care of my body, mentally as well as physically. So I feel like the two words that really represent March are going to be health and wellness. So the next thing that I like to do is go ahead and get my video planner out and running. Like always, I went ahead and asked you guys on Instagram. If you guys aren't following me, it is just Renee Amberg. I usually ask you guys towards the end of the month if you guys have any video requests, because my channel is my channel, but it's also your guys' channel. So I want to make sure that I'm creating content for you guys as much as I am for myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and log on to my Instagram and see what video ideas you guys requested from me. So here's the post that I asked you guys what you guys wanted for March. Let's go ahead and look at all of the responses, and I basically just write them down on like a sheet of paper. Let's see, scroll all the way to the bottom. Whoa, you guys, whoa, requested so many. All right, let's see. I'll write down the ones that make the most sense for me, that I feel like are really good ideas, and I'll write them down. And if there's any duplicate ones, I'll just put a check mark next to that one, and I prioritize the ones that I get the most responses from. Then after that, I will go ahead and go onto my video planner. I have like an Excel sheet for this. You guys actually had a couple things that I had already planned out for March, which is really nice because I feel like that shows that we are on the same page when it comes to our channel. So that's really great. I also got a lot of requests for daily vlogs as well as weekly vlogs. So I think I'm going to experiment this month, and every other Sunday, I'll do one of each. So I'm going to go on my March calendar, and then for March, I will go ahead and write out like daily vlog, week in my life. I also got a lot of requests for one specific video that I'm not going to tell you guys about. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have so many different ideas now. How am I going to do this? This is where it gets hard. So I'm going to go ahead and try to plug it in here. I usually don't plan out my whole month of videos, but I think for this one I am going to. Now that I am done with all of that, I went ahead and plugged all of the sponsors that I have for this month in my calendar. I went ahead and put all of the ideas that I had, which were, thank God, very similar to what you guys wanted. I added some that I wasn't actually planning that you guys all requested, so it's really nice. And then comes my video planner, which again, I've like mentioned this so many different times in my plan with me, so I'm not going to go over it too much again, but basically I have a little planner like for my videos, like something that is physical for me. It's just easier. I'll write down all of the steps that I have for the video up here on the top, which is a 7-step process. We have the prepping, the filming, the editing, the uploading, the making the video live, adding it to a playlist, as well as comments. So I'll put the video on the left and then just like the 7 circles and fill them out as they go, and then put a little check mark at the end once I'm done. So for example, like this March plan with me is the last video for February, so I'll go ahead and fill in the prep as well as the filming portion, because once this clip is done, I will be done with filming. And I went ahead and set up March's, which is pretty empty, but I actually, believe it or not, have every single video planned out already for the month of March. I have Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as my dedicated upload date, but that's usually kind of what the gist of my video planning is pretty much summed up as. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for March. I have a trip. I'm going to Jersey. I do have a question for you guys though. Do you guys like the plan with me's kind of how I'm doing them? Do you guys like them to be the same kind of thing, or would you guys like me to incorporate anything else into this plan with me? I will be doing one for April because I feel like these videos are really successful, which means you guys like them. So if you guys have any requests for next plan with me, if you guys want me to incorporate anything else planning wise into the mix, let me know so I can get that started for you guys. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys all in a future video. Bye guys.